Y ETF on screen as being representative of consumer discretionary, you need to slap a gigantic Josh Brown-sized asterisk on the chart. This is 42% Amazon and Tesla.
I hear you.
Okay, so
we got that. Yeah.
All right.
No, of course.
Equal weighted though, and your point, Scott, remains the same. And importantly, staples versus discretion is like, it's almost typically, if you could normalize the size of Amazon and Tesla, it's almost typically a referendum on like how confident people are about the leisure activities and retail shopping of the consumer. And right now, not great. So I think like you could pick out winners like TJX, sure, no problem. But for every one of those, I'll give you 5 stocks that look abysmal from the same index. It's not. I think you want to go out and buy Coke and Pepsi and Walmart and Costco just because they're staples, because those stocks have all like doubled and are very expensive. But I do think that investors are drawing a distinction between what are we not worried about versus what are we worried about.
Right. Yeah, you've been highlighting Coca-Cola and Pepsi as well. Discretionary has been a really interesting space. It's been getting trounced by staples so far this year. It looks pretty good today. Just consumer confidence beat, so that's one thing. But that was after Home Depot showed unexpected Q4 comps growth. And that stock was up a bunch, Lowe's up, a lot of the home builders up today, cruises, casinos. Part of it, Jimmy, plays into the halo idea. Carvana, which Joe owns, has been on the list I read earlier. Wynn was on the list I read earlier today, too.
Yeah, I wonder in some of the lackluster response concerning discretionary stocks is if it's just simply they got a little too expensive. Not a lot too expensive, but a little too expensive. I don't see anything wrong with, just to use one of the names you brought up, Scott, Wynn. I think operationally they're doing just fine, but it has pulled back from around 130 to 110. I think it just got a little too far ahead of its skis. Delta Airlines, another one. I mean, look, we all travel. Have the planes been empty? No, they've been packed. Airports have been packed. Did it maybe get a little bit ahead of its skis? Have there been some concerns about oil prices rising? To me, what I'm saying is this is a lot of noise. The long-term trends are we've got low unemployment, we've got wage gains, we've got people going out and doing things. Maybe they're not doing as much as they used to, but they're still going out and traveling and getting experiences.
But Joe, it's been really stark, the outperformance. Staples up 15% year to date versus discretionary down 2.5. Now, maybe, after you had a terrible confidence number, I think, last month, so you get a nice bounce, maybe this is now a trade that gives you something after being pretty disappointed.
I'm not sure that it does. I'm a little bit not as optimistic as Jimmy is on the consumer.
Got a lot of names here. DoorDash,
I do.
LVS, TJX, Burlington, Delta, Live Nation, Ulta, Pulte, Royal Caribbean.
And a lot of those names are seeing a breakdown in the momentum. Expedia can easily be disrupted by AI, seeing a breakdown. Dash, Carvana, Las Vegas Sands, Jimmy, I apologize on that one. Mercado Libre, eBay, some of the names we own right now, they are not working in consumer discretionary. Understand, for consumer staples, it has been about Walmart and Costco having really, really good numbers. That's 21% of the staple sector overall. For consumer discretionary names that are working for us, it's about Darden Restaurants, it's about Yum China, Williams-Sonoma, and Ulta Beauty. And I think in each one of those instances, it speaks towards that halo investment thesis.
Hey, Josh, Judge, what about, go ahead.
Yeah, anytime you put that Excel
of large language models in cybersecurity, I know you've had a chance to review Anthropic's latest security tool, which can identify and patch software vulnerabilities. What's your take and reaction?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, you're seeing, this just being a part of a wider disruption in all of software. So this is what AI is going to do systematically. We're seeing it already happening in many fields of software, where the most, I would say, repetitive, pattern, oriented tasks are being replaced by AI-based software. And that's important to say. Cloud Code Security is another product. So it raises the bar to what cybersecurity products, should do and can do. It's significantly better than the state of the art currently. But at the same time, code security is about 5% of the entire cybersecurity market. So it's important to keep that in perspective.
So it's a small feature of what a cybersecurity company like yours offers. There was Anthropic coming out with a new announcement today and also announcing some partnerships with software companies like an Intuit, a Salesforce. Are you in active discussions with Anthropic? Do you think its tool could be embedded in your workflow?
I think everybody, is using these models in one way, shape, or form. We're actually an investor in Anthropic, and we're incorporating their models in our software as well as OpenAI, as well as Google Gemini. I think it's really clear that every piece of software from here on out is going to have an element of some of these frontier labs capabilities or open source capabilities. Everybody can choose how they want to incorporate, LLM-based technologies into their software stack. But that's going to become an imperative of any software that's being built. I do think that, we didn't have any capability in code security. So in essence, we were not really impacted by this. At the same time, if you're looking at the biggest vendors in cybersecurity, these are typically, very wide platforms with a lot of different micro capabilities. They're the ones that are a bit more susceptible, I would say, to what AI can bring, slowly but surely, capability by capability. We're going to see, a consolidation, a convergence of these capabilities, not by more platform capabilities, just by more capable products. And I think that's what, the market is maybe a bit fearful of.
Tomer, it's Kelly here. If I can I don't want to take this, off track, but do you guys do a lot of defending against ransomware attacks?
Yeah, definitely. It's, I think, one of the things that everybody is very concerned about.
Yes. Can you just comment on whether you think their frequency is going up or down? There's been a lot of turmoil in the crypto world where obviously the price of Bitcoin has gone down, but it's still there. There's still a lot of concern about it being used for nefarious purposes. I don't know if AI can in any way help companies defend against that, but can you just comment broadly on kind of ransomware in general and what your experience is amid the rise of AI and some of the other changes that we're seeing?
Yeah, look, we've incorporated AI into our products for the past decade, but definitely in the past couple of years, in order to mitigate ransomware, to the point that we also gave a complete warranty against ransomware attacks to our customers. So AI is very helpful in diffusing some of these attacks. Now, the flip side is that attackers are now leveraging, and we're seeing a lot of experimentation by attackers right now on how they can now run ransomware attacks with more velocity, with more speed, with more scale. So that's the concerning bit. And I think that's why all of us in cybersecurity are working incredibly hard to make sure that we can evolve our defenses to meet that day when these experiments that